Hello there, this is day 8 of Nanowrimo. It's still very early, it's noon, and I think it's time I do a first week wrap up of my writing. First of all, let's go to the Nanowrimo site and see that I'm at 7,597 words, while the target for yesterday was 11,669. So yes, I'm running late. I'm sort of like on day 4.5. So yeah, I guess I'm running a bit late in my writing. I'm not taking enough time. Well, no, it's not me taking enough time doing my writing. It's just that certain things happen. And first of all, the social distancing stuff is really affecting me in many ways, because I know what you say. You stay at home, you have all day to yourself, or less stuff to do every day, so you have more time writing, and that's not true. Because first of all, it's not that I have less work to do, I actually have more work to do. I did a Nanowrimo video a couple of days ago. I uploaded, I think, at the end of March about my plans, and I was saying, oh, I'm going to plot and blah blah blah. Then the social distancing thing happened, and you know what? It really meant that I had to do a ton of work out of nowhere for my day job, and that took me too much time since I stayed at home and didn't go to work, to which I don't commute because it's very close to my place, so I'm not saving time by not commuting. I actually have more work now that I'm at home than when I went to an office and worked for all those hours I did, because plans have to be changed, stuff had to be done, and more virtual stuff would have to be introduced, and that was my part of the job. So yes, it hasn't been easy. I've been very busy, and also there is this low-level stress having to deal with the whole situation. The fact that there are so many hours, I should say, at home, and I'm an extrovert, so staying at home and not mingling is very tiring for me. And also the fact that you're inside, you don't know what's happening, you hear bad news every day is very stressful. And if you're writing dystopia, like I do, I'm writing a cyberpunk novel, then it's not easy. It's a bummer. If I was writing something more escapist, it might have been easier, or not. I'm not sure about that. So that really affects my writing, because some days I'm just doing 200 or 300 words, and I feel. Another thing I was saying in my last video, on my Save the Cat video, I guess, was that I'm going to plot the novel, because I'm a plotter. I do very thin plots for my novels, so I know where I'm going, what's happening, and I leave stuff open because ideas come up as I'm writing, and I have to change stuff on the fly. But then again, I've been writing for years, so I can do that. I can do minor edits or change of plans and not worry too much about it. I think I can get a decent story out of it, and it's easier to rewrite stuff. And also, I noticed the lighting is not that great. So yes, that's why you see this haze effect probably on the background, because I've only got daylight, and I've got a ring light on, and no room lights, and my house is pretty dark. There's not much sun, despite being in a very sunny country, and it's real sunny outside. Well, it's a blessing in disguise for summer days, because it's never too hot. It's actually cold in winters, but that's another story. I have a vague idea of where this novel is going. I know the premise, I know the B-plot. I was saying that in the previous video about plotting. So the premise is that our team of future police officers who are not the best at their job. They're either drafted from civilians with minimal training, or they were fully trained police officers in a futuristic city in Northern Europe in the 23rd century, or they were academy trained and they did something wrong and they were sent to the dregs of the police force as punishment. And our hero used to be a police assassin, and he did something way wrong, and he was sent there. So they have to join an assault force against a megacorp facility, because one of the megacorp owners, plutocrat, as they're called in this world, they have to go and assault the building and to keep the mercenaries guarding it on their toes, while some elite police assassins, like how our hero used to be, are in the building. And the big plot is that the main character, who is trained to be a killer, has to protect his teammates, his squad mates, sorry, because they're squads. And that's a challenge for him because he's never done that before, and it's very hard, since the inciting incident is that the squad enters the building to escape for fire, because leadership is inadequate once more, and they just won't allow them to withdraw from the battlefield. And so the only way to escape heavy fire is to go into the building. And they're into the building and they're fighting tooth and nail to survive from the onslaught of assaults. So that's the main idea. That's the main plot line of the story. And of course, we have a larger arc here that is unfolding since book one. It's a series. I don't know how many books I'll write, but I have some ideas about what is happening and where this is going. I have to work out some of the physics of the world, because there is this idea that much of civilization relies on scientific discovery, a substance that reverses the second law of thermodynamics. And I know you physics nerds will say, oh, that's impossible. Yes, it's science fiction. You have to introduce some impossible stuff like friction and heat transforming back to potential energy. And actually, that's what allows for the global warming to subside. That's the main idea. And of course, the megacorps own the patent, so they are the ones who control the stuff. And there is too much recycling, too many plastic components, because you have so much energy, you can create everything out of plastic, and metals are running low because of demand and high population and this kind of stuff. And I'm rambling. And most of the starting characters, we've met them in the first book. The squad, the 10-person squad our hero is in, has 8 people we've already met. And the high-ups are also people who've already met in the first book. So I'm not introducing new characters, but the thing is, I was not certain how we reached from the starting point to the inciting incident, and I'm hardcore pantsing this part. And I'm juggling plot threads, and I'm not sure where it's going. I'm very keen on not pantsing on plotting, because I want the stuff I'm writing to be usable. And pantsing, in my experience, means that you have to come up with stuff and throw things out, and I hate throwing parts I've written out. So I'm trying to come up with an idea. I had an epiphany yesterday about what to do, and that actually pants my way to our squad going out to meet another squad, because the forces are consolidating as they await for a very powerful counterattack. That's the idea, at least. And probably I'll have the initial squad with people we all knew split, and have the people going into the building be people from the other squad too. So that will introduce some tension. We'll have 2 new members in the squad, of course, 2 new characters, and we'll have even more characters introduced inside the building. The assassins they're going to meet in there. Yeah, but pantsing this stuff has been quite a talent for me. I don't know how you people do this. Really, I get that you get those weird ideas out of nowhere and they're fun and you don't know where the story is going. That's interesting, but really, I don't know. I don't know how you do it. I envy you, people. I envy you. So that was my first week wrap up. I'm a little behind, but I'm planning to sit down today and do a lot of sprinting. I have a live stream on today. I don't know if the video will come by the time the live stream begins. And of course, I'll be in Lisa's daily writing sprints later. Probably the video will come out in between. And yep, that's it. That's it. That was my update for the first week of Nanowrimo. Of Nanowrimo this April. It's not that enthused, but still I'm not lagging too far behind. So I can probably get somewhere, and once I get to more familiar ground, I think I'll make it. So I hope your riding goes well. I hope you stay healthy. I hope that this situation with you staying at home will not affect you too much. You don't have to be your most productive on this occasion. Just relax and try to keep yourself busy, entertained, and healthy and safe. Thank you for watching. You will have more videos. I'm in the middle of editing some more ambitious videos at the moment, and I think they will be out by next week. And I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching.